think about how to say this. I was not prepared for how disoriented I was. I mean, you told me, you taught me, I've had a lot of short, condensed training, but you really did warn me. And I had help. I had somebody with me the whole time, and yet I was completely turned around. I mean, I literally could not have gotten out there without you. So, we didn't find the victim. Who does know where they are? I had furniture fall on me. I got turned around again, and of course the windows weren't open. My understanding is that at some point you do have a little more light and whatnot. But I mean, once again, I'm just so impressed with the level of professionalism, because you're in there anyway. Nobody leaves, nobody abates. I realize how much personnel this takes, and how much training and experience and support. And I've always known we wanted to support you from our end, but it just reinforces how much you do and how much we need to support you. So this was quite daunting.
It was, yeah, but you
could feel it with my knees, I could feel it with my hands.
Yeah. And the difference, what did you think about the heat on the floor? Pretty manageable?
Yeah.
And then when you stood up, did you feel a lot different? Or?
Yeah, I'm still hot.
Yeah, you can probably feel it in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. One of the things that's, how did you feel with the hose?
The hose was okay. I mean, it's actually knocking me on the floor a couple of times.
Yeah, that was good. That was really great. That was good. So you can imagine that with not being able to see, which would be a real fire.
See, that's the thing. This was easier doing that than it was in smoke show.
You can't see.
Yeah.
So you just go, it's hot.
Yeah. So good.
Nice job.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad you stopped me, Judge. Didn't know how much more I could do with that.
Good enough.
Yeah.
You need a seat?
Well, you know, John, what I learned from this entire day, I'm going to start walking my dog every day, starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my first question would be your feedback. What do you think of this this particular aspect of training?
Well, I think it's absolutely, I mean, obviously critical to the firefighters, but I think it's also really critical to the public and, you know, those who are on board. They have a better understanding. I've been dealing with budgets and CBAs years and years. You know what they look like. You know, I know what they cost, but I never had one on. So it really was great. And the same thing with the Jaws of Life, that whole thing. It really gives you, obviously, a much better appreciation, but just more knowledge to deal with these issues going forward.
About the aspect of teamwork, you're attacking the fire. How do you feel with all of this equipment on? You're wearing a 30-pound pack on your back.
Yeah,
encased, you know.
Yeah, like I would only want to go to small fires. No, but I was telling Philippe, I mean, that you really appreciate and understand why there's exercise equipment in all the stations. I mean, you got to be in shape. You don't just kind of show up at 8 o'clock in the morning and say, okay, you know, what are we going to do today? You know, you got to be prepared to do what you might need to do. You got to be in shape to do it. So it's physical fitness, really, really important.
Overall, pretty favorable reaction.
Very, very. I mean, I'm hoping that this does continue and we get more people to come next time. I know, but when I look around, I mean, I see the resources it takes to put this thing together for a relatively small number of people. That's quite a gift. And so it'd be nice if there was some way we could, you know, make this available to more people, because, I mean, and it's like the press. Apparently there was a chance we might have had someone from the press here, and that would have been really good for them too, because, you know, everybody gets fixated these times on budget, you know, and there's a little more to it than that. So, yeah, no, I hope it does continue.
Well, we're glad you came out. We appreciate that we got a little bit more of an understanding of what firefighters do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.